So, you know, this guy comes in here as one to watch for sure. He is currently 5th when it comes to World Warrior points. Done pretty well for himself. They've again had 2. They've only had 2 tournaments. He actually missed the first one. He couldn't enter.
I see.
And so his entry in the second one, he got 2nd place.
Okay.
To Phenom.
Oh, I got to watch that back. I really got to watch that back because I've been thinking about it the whole time. It's like, you know, what does it look like between those two right now? Which is going to be a storyline probably down the line for top 8. But as it stands right now, Yonzai is in the way with that Bison pick. And I'm very curious to see what this Bison is all about in regards to like how he got here in terms of like how he performs in general. Because I haven't seen that name. I personally haven't seen that name. Yeah,
we always tried to do a bit of research. Couldn't find big results, but hopefully that's something that we'll see coming up here. As far as the stuff that they had to say, Rikemansbarnet's fact is that he's really looking forward to Street Fighter 6. You know?
Yeah,
it looks pretty cool. Do you know anything about that game?
I might.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very much looking forward to it as well. He also says, though, that Menat versus Bison is hard. So just right out there at the beginning. But the second half of that statement is, but I know the matchup.
As you should, yeah. I mean, Bison's been around for quite some time, getting some notable changes. Actually, I would say, like, a little bit easier to jump in on, but I don't think that's, like, the main thing that you should be focusing on. But either way, yeah, I think at this stage of the game, I do not doubt Rikeman's power. I mean, very much so a dominant player. But Yonzai, again, it's just piquing my interest. I do love seeing how Bison players play, and it's a lot different nowadays. Like, the way that they kind of move around the screen or how they want to advance forward or which normals they want to utilize, especially with V-Shift being a thing. You can't throw out Psycho Axe as freely as you used to. So they got to be a little bit more creative now.
Yonzai's quote is, tough opponent and not so easy matchup, as everyone, parentheses, Menat players, might think. So shout out to him for that quote as well.
The double option select, you love to see it.
Yeah. Well, great reaction right there.
Oh, that was a sick pickup.
Yeah.
I have not seen this costume ever, David. It's a really cool looking costume.
I agree. Yeah.
I really like the ball. Ooh, what an interruption too.
Trigger 2's already ready.
Can we talk about Rikeman's name for a second as well?
Oh, we'll see.
That'd be pretty cool. But going into it right now, again, Yonzai. Oh, he just slid. I feel like
that's so far.
That would have maybe punished the recall in the orb. Or sorry, the orb explosion, maybe? It's tough to call.
Rikemansbarnet has so much control. Pressuring. He's got the 3-framer there. Yes, there it is. He tries spacing overhead. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's huge. No!
Oh, Yonzai, that was the big chance.
That was the huge chance. You caught Rikeman choosing movement as an option for defense. You got to stick him to the ground and potentially hit for so much damage. And you have meter behind it as well. That's tough. That's tough.
He's got to shake it off. It's already 40% down in this round.
Oh man, still in time to get the anti-air. Rikeman has all the spacing down pat. Look at this. Here comes the recall. Yonzai definitely ready for it.
Here we go. Plus frames. Finally has the corner. Plus frames.
Chipping away. A lot of gray life on that one. So that scissor kick made it hurt pretty much extra. Trigger is on deck. Watch out for the implant.
Plus frames. Plus frames. Plus frames.
Again. That was the one.
Come on. Come on.
Out of all the times you could have V-shifted, how did you know?
How did you know?
You were actually. Oh my God. This guy can play.
Menat versus Bison is hard, but I know the matchup. There he goes, showing you that he was not lying.
There's one thing to say about V-shifting the Psycho Crusher. I get that. That's reactions. But there's another to completely avoid the command grab.
Yes.
Off of a read? You can't react to that. No chance.
He read that. That said, I think he read command grab in the previous round too, and that's when Yonzai had the chance to get big damage and did not.
And he's thinking to himself, you know, backdash wasn't the play last time. Maybe I should probably, just in case a strike hits, I cover both options with the V-shift, so that's a lot. Yeah, that makes sense. You hedge your bets a lot better that way. Get the technical there, David.
I've sleuthed it out.
Nice work.
Trigger 2 already ready.
Oof.
Quick rise. Oh, he's
oh, that was definitely a drill. That had to be a drill. And I love the way that Yonzai's kind of been like weaving in and out of danger against the orb as well. It's super smart to do. Like that's something you really have to pay attention to in this matchup. And man, being able to dash up like that and hit at the same time as the orb still leaves you at plus frames. Like significant plus frames at that.
Here we go. Again, it's frame advantage for Yonzai. And Rikemansbarnet just blocks it out, goes back to neutral. Again, oh, come on!
You're kidding me, dude. Rikemans is a different kind of human. Like legit a different kind of human. That is something else.
He's buffering it in. It's not like that was a confirm, but to choose to buffer at that specific spot after having blocked like that is not a very common choice, and Yonzai was just not at all looking for it.
Yeah. It wasn't about the buffer at all. It was just like the decision-making behind it.
Yeah, man.
When to do it, for sure, without a doubt. Phenomenal decision-making all around.
This is the round that Yonzai has been looking for so far. Look at all that chip and gray up there.
Do you agree with like backing down against the Menat? I mean, like,
well, he's
as the orb
at
coming
least.
in?
However, the 3-framer, oof, again, right where he wants to be, comfortable position. He can stab back in just like this.
Oh, this is so fun now.
However, we haven't seen this one yet.
There we go. It's interesting to see what the defense is like for a lot of players, but I'll tell you what, Rikemans is breaking it down. Watch out now.
He's got one left. Still there. Yonzai has his trigger ready to pop. There it is. He's got Psycho. Can cover that gap real fast.
And Rikemans not going to overextend, though. Being at the life deficit.
There it is. Finally gone.
One critical art would be a good amount of damage, too. I don't think it would kill Bison.
Try to get a whiff punish. It wasn't quite there. Now he has EX. Maybe that whiff punish is more of a possible. Oh, I think that was the roundhouse.
It's so tough. You can't even like walk and block your way through, can you? Is he aiming for a time over? Does he have enough trigger to even like hold on to it?
Not clear to me who has the life lead, especially after this connects. If it connects, it does. Okay, so Yonzai now has the life lead by but a pixel. Maybe not anymore. Plus frames here.
Oh, he jumped away. He could have had it. Oh my God.
He's got a skedaddle. Okay.
Woo. That was cool. This is so much cooler than I thought. Man, the way that Rikemans has been playing and Yonzai with the rebuttals, obviously there's a lot of like, these guys have played before.
Oh, sure,
like,
sure.
More than this occasion. On a very frequent basis, I'd imagine.
The catch was there for Rikemans, and Yonzai, look, in that last round, a lot of it was what he wanted. A lot of how he wanted the match to go. So he's now shown that that's something he's capable of. He's patient here. Could be EX, and it is.
Caught the counter hit as well. Didn't have the charge enough to pursue after the crouching medium punch, I guess. No overhead here.
Yeah, great evasion by Yonzai. And blocking anything, he's going to get trigger at this point. There it is. And so he can get the party started. Rikemansbarnet trying to be outside of sweep range. He was not successfully so.
Oh, that's a lot of extra damage. And pushing to the corner. The stomp. Coming in from Yonzai, pretty much stomping out the orb activation. Oh boy, that's still gonna hit meaty!
Okay, that was sick!
We have reset potential too. That's reset number 1 for the corner exchange. And now we get to throw the ball, yes sir, to initiate our offense 2 times over. No, finds himself in the corner. Rikemans is in trouble. Plus frames again, chipping away. Look at the amount of chip. Yonzai gets to play the timer scam again.
However, in doing so, he did give super to Rikemansbarnet, who now has the way to get the life lead or maybe the W. Yonzai finds the hit.
Smart.
Will he pressure? No, not at all. He likes to just stay away. Yonzai will find a game.
You thought.
Yeah, or so I thought.
Or so you thought.
Or so Rikemansbarnet maybe also thought. So shout out to Yonzai for really mixing it up in the end.
I can't say it that way. We both thought that. I definitely thought he was going to run away with it. But the scissor kick was a smart choice. That's something you wouldn't expect in regards to like how he played it off in the last round. He got the time over W. He was playing patiently. But throwing out that scissor kick every so often to check the movement, super smart. On the ropes. Yonzai is tying it all up against Rikemansbarnet. Initially, we had thought it would have been like a wash just because of the way that Rikemansbarnet was making the proper reads and reactions against Yonzai.
Yeah,
but
first game and a half even.
Yeah, that is true. We got ourselves a real set between these two, Yonzai and Rikemans. And I will say, man, now he's getting caught off guard with a lot of these recalls. Watch out now.
He's being very active defensively. Even there in the tech, he's being active. Hold on.
Word. Oh! Oh my god, you're reaching for what now? You actually might be dead.
Surely. 10 seconds before that, it looked like Yonzai was in trouble. Rikemansbarnet was pressuring. Yonzai was buttonsing out too often defensively, and all of a sudden it was all turned around. Match point, Yonzai.
Yeah, Rikemans was actually reaching for a lot. There was a couple of hits, a couple of counter hits, and also trying to walk back out to safety. But there was a couple of times where Yonzai made the right call. He did a frame trap. He called out the movement with a medium kick, and gone back to meaties.
No reaction this time. Rikemansbarnet had checked that dash before. Now, maybe feeling it a little much.
With that pressure, Yonzai is looking very clean, but he can't overextend, right? He does have the lead. In regards to the match, and the meter, and the life. Not anymore in the meter regard, though.
No, he's still looking great, though. Look at this. That has done exactly right. So much so far. Now, trigger activation is a possibility. As soon as blocking, that was Rikemansbarnet's turn.
The block on the setup, that was actually mad ambiguous. I couldn't even tell. But Yonzai now reaching. Critical art on deck. Is he going to spend it? You're still living.
Big time. However, a grab's going to do it. Okay, if counter hit. But he's okay. Yonzai has activation.
Are you going to do it wrong? Oh, now you're close to the orb. Oh, he anticipated that from like at least a second and a half away. That jump back was really unfortunate. Yonzai just pretty much put himself into it. Into that range.
So now match point for both. It's a good jump to start things off. Yes. No, the miss on the combo though. However, Rikemansbarnet without the orb in big trouble here. Big trouble even still. Stun is becoming an issue.
Are you going to recall? Plus frames afterwards?
You
don't even have time to recall.
He hasn't had a chance.
Behind him, you're actually going to be stunned. Can you build enough bar to actually get a W?
Enough to get enough throw for throw. Yes. Rikemansbarnet in big trouble.
Don't tell me it's a perfect, David. Okay, we'll take that.
He's got so much work to do, and even if he gets everything right now, I don't think he's going to get the kill. But
the mix! That's 2 mixes in a row. V-reversal, excellent shot.
That V-rev right there might have sealed the deal. It maybe have sealed the deal. Yonzai is going to send Rikemansbarnet down to loser's side. Fantastic play by Yonzai, considering especially how that started out. Game number 1 was so strongly in favor of Rikemansbarnet. Even the first round of game number 2 strongly in his favor. Even the beginning of the next round, as he had the life lead and he was pressuring and Yonzai was getting hit by a bunch of stuff, and suddenly it all changed.
All went downhill. Super impressive either way. As you look at the replay, Rikemansbarnet had a very fantastic showing. Just to kind of bring the specifics to light as to what David was talking about, Rikemans had a ridiculous showing. And I'm not going to lie, in the back of my mind, I'm like, dude, this guy's got it. Like, this is going to be...
I mean, he's one of the favorites.
Oh, absolutely.
Big far, right? We talked about he won it last time. He got second place in the World Warrior for this region. So he is one of the favorites coming into this event. And nevertheless, he's sent down to the loser's side.
Just the way that he was playing it, very much so solidified it for me. I was thinking about game 1, and I'm not going to lie, I was looking at Yonzai, I'm like, there wasn't a lot.